So we got the son's 2005 Honda Pilot. This is my parents' old car. We've had it for a while, it's been good, but we got a noise coming from the passenger side rear. So we're going to put this up on our lift and see if we can find out what is making that noise. I figured you guys would like to see. Let me get it up on the lift. So we got the arms where we want them. So now we'll bring her up, give her the shake test. I'll bring her up a little bit and then here's the controller. The switch to bring it up. The lever to bring it down. And this is to unlock the locks. And that is to convert our power to 3-phase inside there. I'll show you that at some point. Let me bring this up a little and then go around and double check it. Now I just want to go around and make sure it's where I want it to be. Okay, they all look good. We'll bring her on up. We don't have to go up too high because we're just taking the rear tire off and checking it for now. Walk around, make sure everything's okay. Again, check the points where you're holding it because you don't want this thing to fall. If we go up too high, if I'm going to get under it, we put jack stands under it. Real tall jack stands made for a lift. Everything looks good. So let me get set up and we'll pull that back tire off. So we got the airline. Got the impact wrench. Some gloves. Watch your ears. Now the dust shroud's loose, but looks like that's weird. I don't think that should be doing that. It looks like the shock bolt is loose. Let's see if I can get you in there to see that. Looks like the head of that bolt's moving. Huh. The shroud's a little worse for wear. Brake pad looks good. Brake pad looks good. Now let me grab something and see if that's loose. Give me 1 sec, I'll be back. This will make for a short video if that bolt's loose. Now the bolt's tight, but it's... Now let's take her out and see what she's doing. See if I can set you guys someplace. Yeah. I don't know, mother stands being used by the... She's definitely tight. I'm wondering if the shocks, the bushing in the shocks wore out or something. Not sure. We'll take that top off and compress the shock down, and maybe that bushing's wore out in there. I should probably could change the impact of this on. No sense in fighting it, huh? Oh! That might have been a little loud, sorry. I gotta grab a screwdriver and see if I can compress that down a little bit. Watch your ears. Oh. Oh. Well, the bushing looks okay in there. That hole definitely looks wallered out a little bit, huh? I think that shock's moving up and down. The bolt was tight though. That's weird. You can definitely see how wallered out that hole is. You have to figure out a way. I almost need a bolt with a shoulder on it, but I don't have anything like that, so. Let me give this some thought and I'll bring you back. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a washer. We're going to add it to the bolt. I don't think it was tightening up as tight as it should go. I think it was bottoming out. So even though it felt tight, I don't think the shock was tight in it. So we're going to put a washer, that way get a nice compression across that. And this won't be able to bounce up and down anymore. So we're going to throw that bolt with the washer. We're going to tighten that up. And take it for a ride and see if it got rid of the noise. Watch your ears. I'll finish that up by hand because I don't want to break anything. We got it all tightened up. I'm not sure if I like the way that bolt felt, but I can't move it up and down this way, so we'll take it for a spin. I'm going to rotate the tires while I have it on the lift. Oil doesn't need to go for another 2,000 miles, so I'm going to let that go. Check some other things, look underneath. I always like to get these started by hand quite a ways before I hit them with an impact. That way I don't cross thread them. then I'll hit them with a I'll hit them with a torque wrench just to make sure they're good. Got the wrong shoes on for this. I got the kids' Crocs. It's just something easy to throw on when you go out of the house. I didn't expect to do this, so I got sidetracked. Okay, I'll jump around to the other side, do the same thing. You don't need to see that twice. And then I'll take her for a ride and see if it fixed it. At least temporarily, I guess. This is the other side shock, and you can tell it ain't moving. You can see the dirt and stuff that's built up. That other one, you can see the crack around the dirt. So you can tell that bolt was moving. This one has nothing. I put the wrench on there too. Brakes look good. I think I need to do some brake work on this. The brakes are all good. Got some new calipers, but the discs that were on it was a little rusty, so they're gonna need replaced. It's got new pad, new caliper. I just didn't get those ordered to throw them on yet. I'll do that here when spring comes. But throw this last tire on and we'll take it for a ride and see if that sound is gone. I figure we'd check the oil while we're here. A little hard to do one-handed. Okay, there's the dipstick down there. We'll pull it out. Wipe that off. We'll stick it back down in there again. Never trust it when you pull it out. Always wipe it off, stick it back in. I'm pretty good. I'm about 3/4 of the way up there. Oil still looks good. It's only got about 2,000 miles on it. I don't know if you can see that in the sun, but that's good. Makes it easy changing the oil having the rotary lift. Now, I just wish it was not outside. So we can check some of the other fluids. Check the radiator. This is usually good. I mean, I check everything. Yeah, we're right up there. Battery's new. Put that in last year from Willard's. Probably need some windshield washer fluid there. Let's go down and get some of that. There's the horsies. So this is my little shop. There's the jacks if we jack a vehicle up too high. That's my son's toolbox. He's got some nice stuff in there. Trying to get him all set up for when he moves out of home. There's my stuff over there and stuff over there. This is our cabinet. I keep all my extra supplies in. So I got oil filters for all our vehicles. Spray, oils, penetrants, more oils and lubes and greases. And down here is some washer fluid. Make sure it's winter formula. Yep, -20. So, yep, somebody's got horse buckets down in there. Now, makes it nice having all that stuff on hand. Then you ain't got to run to the store every 5 minutes to grab something. pop that cap and we'll fill that right up. And this usually spills all over, but it doesn't hurt anything. And she wasn't very empty, I just couldn't see it. Well, the rest of it will go into other vehicles. Put the cap back in, but it's always good to keep that full, especially in the winter time, because you go through a lot of that. So everything else, I'll take a look around. Other fluids are good. Radiator. Check the power steering. Looks good. Check the belt. Belt looks good. Thinking about doing a timing belt in this, but I'm not sure if I'll have time this year now. Filter was new this last time around. Changed out the tranny filter and all the fluids in this vehicle when we got it from my parents. We changed everything. The VR4 in the back, the transmission oil, the transmission filter, which is oddly enough down in there. You gotta take a bunch of stuff off. Okay, I'll get this down off the lift and we'll take it for a ride and see if it still has the noise. Okay, so we had to move a few vehicles to get out. So we're going to take it around the farm roads here for a minute and see if that sound went away. So it was coming from behind the passenger rear seat, and it was going clunk, 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 clunk every time you hit a bump. So it's right back there. You listen for it. Just so far, all the normal sounds. I mean, the car's got 294,000 miles on it, so it's gonna have some sounds. It's definitely gone, so that's good. Got a lot of other things we want to do to it. Like I said, the timing belt and new discs. Oh, what else is there? There's a few other things I'd like to do before he drives this all the time. But the car was well maintained. It was my parents' car. They bought it brand new in 2005. So the car is well maintained, always went into the service place for service. My dad never drove it hard. So that's good. That noise was bothering me. I thought it was something major. We took the whole rear end out of this and did a bunch of body work underneath. The pilots are known for rotting out where that subframe for the rear end bolts up. So we did a bunch of replating and welding and rebuilt that back air, had the gas tank out, had everything off the back end. Let's see if it'll, more bumps. Nope, just normal bumps. Yay, we fixed it. Well, you appreciate you watching this far. If you did, if you didn't, well, that's my problem. Please Please like, share, subscribe, comment. Even if you didn't like it, comment. Tell us how we can do it better. We're using an old camera, old phone for our live streaming of the horses and stuff. But we'd appreciate if you could subscribe and like, comment, any of that stuff. Let us know how we're doing, what you want to see. I'm going to get this home. We'll see you on the next one.